Okay, in a previous TikTok, I told you all about how I went to Prague for a consultation for fibroid removal, myomectomy, and I had made mention on how it was the most thorough consultation that I've had either in Canada or in the UK on the NHS or privately. And so I thought I would tell you the difference of like why it was more thorough, why I am like such an advocate about going abroad now, and pricing. So I feel like it was more thorough because there was 4 different elements that have been touched on that hasn't happened in Canada and hasn't happened in the UK. One, the surgeon, she's a surgeon, and I believe she's also a gynecologist, but she's obviously more specialized because she's doing this surgery. My doctor, NHS doctor, the gynecology doctor, is also the surgeon that does the most of this in the Southwest. So I've been lucky here in England and in Prague to have somebody that understands both elements of it, the surgery and the gynecology aspect. However, this has been the first time that somebody has physically felt inside. Not trying to be graphic, but she obviously put the speculum in, and then she used her hands, and she also pressed down on my stomach, and she said to me, like, wow, you must be going, like, pee a lot. And I was like, yeah, like, it's honestly insane. I get up 3 times throughout the night. If I have to get a train anywhere, I can't drink anything, otherwise I'm having an accident. And she's like, yeah, I can feel how much, like, this is probably pressing on your bladder. And that's when she was, like, feeling it from the outside. And that just confirmed to me what I thought for at least the last year now, that I'm feeling this fibroid from the outside. Then she looked inside with her eyes, not like a ultrasound thing. She looked inside. And I don't know what she can see and what she can't see, because I'm obviously not educated in this, but this was the first time someone actually looked inside at what was going on. Next, she did the ultrasound, but she didn't just do a normal ultrasound. She had like the ultrasound screen, and then she also had like a camera. And so she was able to see the ultrasound images, but then she was also able to see, like, I literally could see my insides. Now, obviously she didn't go all the way up through my cervix the way she would like with a hysteroscopy. I've had that done in Prague as well, and seen all the way up there in Prague as well. However, I just think having a well-rounded approach between seeing the ultrasound images and also seeing what it looked like on the outside, how it might be deforming what she's looking at, etc., gave her a more well-rounded approach. And I believe that well-rounded approach allowed her to create a plan of action that was a lot more bespoke to what my personal needs are. So we decided against an open myomectomy for my fibroid removal because, one, I've got 6 embryos frozen waiting for me. So I want to get to transferring that a lot sooner. So instead of doing the open myomectomy where I would have needed a year-long recovery. So this is why we've chosen to do the keyhole surgery to remove the fibroids that can be removed via keyhole surgery, and then doing myolysis for the fibroids that cannot be removed via keyhole surgery. This approach isn't going to be a long-lasting approach. The myolysis fibroids will come back in a few years' time, but be it that I've already got my embryos on ice, hopefully we should be able to get pregnant and have a pregnancy, more than one pregnancy maybe, before the fibroid is regenerating itself, instead of waiting for a year-long recovery with an open myomectomy and then fibroids potentially growing back during that year recovery anyways. I thought I would also quickly talk about cost. So with the 2 procedures where I'm going to have 2 separate surgeons, one who specialized with the keyhole removal, one that specialized with myolysis, I am paying about £2,700. I'm not getting that surgery done in the UK for £2,700. And obviously I have to get the flights there, and my brother-in-law is coming to hang out with my husband while I'm recovering in hospital. And so, we've got 3 flights and then an Airbnb that has 2 separate rooms, and that's adding on about an extra £1,000. Still cheaper than what I would have got this surgery for in the UK. And so I thought I would come and talk about why I feel like this was a more thorough approach, why I feel like it's a lot more bespoke to me and my body and our situation with having our embryos frozen and everything, and why I think it's going to be a little bit more successful. So I'll share what happened with the surgery and everything right after this. But I honestly feel so passionate about people exploring all of their options after being through this experience, whether it be privately in the UK, whether it be going abroad or waiting for the NHS. However, to now have gone through this process, and if I wanted them to do a private consultation and ultrasound on me here in Bath, I would have been paying £600. And then seeing what £600 can get me in Prague, plus the level of care that I got, you can't even compare the two things.